Bloggo's POW.
Alright, it's time to look at 4 PC Engine CD shooters. Wow! And what better way to start a video on PC Engine CD games than with a lovely little animated intro making use of all the extra CD space for Gradius 2. There we go. No options or anything here, just go straight in, select your weaponry, and we're going to go traditional. Not too bad on this. Let's start, we're going to... Now my PC Engine pad has an auto fire, which will be a massive help. Now this is a really great version of Gradius 2. Konami really did excel on the PC Engine. There's great versions of Gradius, Salamander, Twin Bee, Gradius on here. Very good versions. I think this is the only CD game they did. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall any other Konami, aside from Tokimeki Memorial and dating sims and things like that. But as arcade conversions go, I think this was the only one that made it to the PC Engine CD. Now this is that Gradius game which sort of set up a lot of the tropes for later in the series. Multiple weapon sets, vertical scrolling. Well, there's some vertical scrolling in Gradius 1, but so much more in this. Yeah, the boss rush stage and the speed up stage in it, so things that were always came back as reoccurring themes in later Gradius games. And it's the one I'm the worst at as well. I'm really bad at this one. I think it's because the first stage threw me off, because it's straight into a something you've got to work your way around, and careful not to scroll into a big sun or a flaming dragon. Now you could go back to my Sharp X68000 video and compare it to the Sharp X68000 version of this game, which was also an excellent conversion. Okay, we're moving up to the first boss now. Shoot it in the eye. Or shoot it in the head even. Oh, well, there we go, we managed it. This is where it falls apart for me. Quick pause to load. Probably need a missile next, I'd imagine. Very chunky looking missiles in this version of the game, but chunky missiles mean chunky explosions, I suppose. See, this looks like I've done this before. Well, I have done this before many times, but with varying degrees of success. And now we've reached that point where Konami really wanted that Aliens license, didn't they? Really wanted it. And then when they got it, they sort of fucked it up, didn't they? It was not what we were quite expecting. The Aliens are coin up by Konami. Especially with the graphical style of it, it was nowhere near as biomechanical as this. And it was very disappointing. Right, I'm going to get up on the roof now. Okay, doing good so far. Well, that went better than expected, didn't it? It's going to go tits up now, though. I love the soundtrack to this game. It's my favourite Gradius soundtrack, this one. And another little bit of loading. Yeah, it does load pretty fast. We'll go for shield next, because it's the ice stage. Every video game has to have a slippery ice stage, except this one's not particularly slippery, it's just ice. Yep, not much else to say. This is really good. If you've got a PC Engine CD, you should find yourself a copy of this and have a go at it. If you've got one of those newfangled PC Engine things that plugs in the back and allows you to play ISOs of PC Engine games, yeah, that'll do it too. I'm doing a lot better than I'm... shit.
無限に広がる大宇宙、悠久とも思われる果てしない時間の中で、人類の繁栄もまた夜空に輝く流れ星に等しい。
菊正、ロッコ、敵の戦闘力はこちらより上だ。火力を集中しろ。
So here we go, Hellfire S. So again, the CD add-on allows us to have a nice animated intro. It has got more animated bits and pieces, but these are talky ones and they go on for absolutely ages. I mean, yeah, that's nice, but it really does go on, so I'm going to skip it. There we go. And again, you've got some nice Red Book audio soundtracks coming out to greet your ears. And you've got a classic Hellfire gameplay. I don't think it looks quite as spangly as the Mega Drive version, but then again it could be the differences in resolution. This is actually, if you've got a multi-tap for your PC Engine, 2 players as well, I believe, so that is one over the Mega Drive version, I'd say. And I do like Hellfire. It is, I mean, it's hard as balls, but it is good. I like the way you can select your direction of fire on the fly. It makes for quite an interesting gameplay twist. You don't pick up different weapons like you normally would, but you do have this all 4 weapons available at the beginning. You can power them up, which is nice. What that G does. It's turned me red, so maybe that's like a shield, I suppose it might be. An awful lot of bombs, aren't I? They're bombs, not bonuses. That's a point. In Hellfire, you normally have a they've got to be bonuses. An overcharge attack, like a super beam power thing. At least in the arcade game, I think you did. Now, if I remember correctly, I've got to shoot these in some sort of order. That's right. We'll shoot these vertical ones using your weapons to their maximum advantage. We'll go to the back weapon and let's get round there and fight backside. There we go, and one boss is toast. Not the end of the stage by those things though. Unless it's one of those games which continuously scrolls into the next stage with no fanfare. I really can't remember. It's been such a long time. And that was very easy. That was very, very easy. Probably because I'm super powered up, but yeah. And that is the end of stage proper. Right, so skipping on, we're on to stage 2. This is the obligatory Egyptian stage. And I'm still at full power, and we're just leaving Egypt to go into outer space because that's exactly how the world works. Yes. Coming in from all sides now. Luckily I've got a 4-way laser to fry their shiny metal asses. Shit! So we're now in Space Egypt, because that's a place. Now this is kind of bullshit I don't like in games. I'm going to try and get through this without crashing into shit. Stupid multi-directional Anubis heads just on the other side of it. But I've made it just about. Is there going to be a boss coming soon? It's a great big Tutankhamun casket, so yeah, probably so. Ah, crap. And there we go. Pea Shooter City now. I doubt if this will be as easy to destroy as the last boss. Oh crap, that's unfair. Fuck sticks. So yes, Hellfire. It's a solid conversion of the arcade game with some nice bells and whistles. If you like really long anime cutscenes in between your levels, you'll love this. And of course the music's excellent as well, being Red Book CD audio, so that's always nice. So yeah, give this a go. Right, here's one I've had sitting around for a while. I know the Mega Drive version quite well, but not so much this one. This can be played with a 6-button NEC joypad, which I don't have, so we're just going to jump straight in. Or we can choose our character. Well, let's be Mohican dude for a change. And the arcade presentations there. Not much animation for a CD game. Yes, that could have been a nice animated cutscene. Alright, here we go. So standard sort of controls here. You shoot with one button and you rotate with the other, and the rotating's a little bit juddery. It's not quite as fluid as the Mega Drive's rotation, but okay, fine, we'll work with it. It's not game breaking yet. And yes, I do like Forgotten Worlds. Picking up some sparkly zenny. Go to the shop and spend it with a nice blonde shopkeeper. It does not give any credit, and she does not have one of those give a penny take a penny jars. Quite a bit of loading there. Okay, so what do we have? I've got enough money for that booster. I'm not going to buy anything yet. I'm going to wait till the next shop. So on we go. Now this is obviously been converted to many systems over the years. I did cover the Amiga version in my Amiga, one of my Capcom Amiga comparison videos. Mega Drive version is probably the easiest way to get a copy of this without resorting to those compilations on the PSP or the PS2, which is a perfectly cromulent way of playing it, I'd say. So yes, I would say, I mean, this isn't bad. I'm dead already, but I would err on the side of the Mega Drive version. Don't know why it had to load the Paramecium, but it did. I mean, for the money you'd spend getting a copy of this, I'm not sure how expensive this is these days, but it's not taking advantage of the CD medium. Opening music's good than that, but there's not much in the presentation over the Mega Drive version, so I think you're probably better off getting the Mega Drive version. Let's have a quick bash on the second stage. Here we go, second stage. Well, a quick bash on this, and we'll move along to the final game of this video. Oh, go in the shop again. Got the Napalm launcher now. And this stage has the Dust Dragon. I'd like to see how the Dust Dragon does on the PC Engine version, because it's quite a large sort of, it's a background graphic, but it's animated, so I'd like to see how that fares. Looked pretty good on the Mega Drive. Looks a bit pants on the Amiga version. You know, I don't think I've played the Master System version of this. Maybe I'll have to play that sometime. Maybe I'll do Capcom games on the Master System as a thing. Comment below if you want to see me do Capcom games on the Master System. I could do Ghouls and Ghosts and Forgotten Worlds and Answers on a Postcard. Mercs, maybe, I suppose. Is that on the Master System? Oh, I could do that, couldn't I? You can tell the Dust Dragon's coming because the background is full of dead dragons, and I think I'm actually dead. I am, aren't I? Yep, I'm dead. Oh well, yep, stick to the Mega Drive version. I'm going to be honest with that one. Right, next up is Image Fight 2, Operation Deep Striker. Now this isn't, well, it is a follow-up to Image Fight, but to be honest, when you see it, you realise it's just a bit of an Image Fight remix. The levels are different, the music's the same, but at different orders. Let's just get on with it. And again, you've got nice little animated bits, which are filling up that CD storage. And this is another one which I think waffles on for a couple of decades in Japanese, so I'm going to skip it. Bye. So yes, I've covered Image Fight before on the Irem Shoot 'em Ups episode. This is ball achingly hard. this is a really, fuck's sake, this is a really hard version of Image Fight. Image Fight was originally a Tate orientated game, so okay, that brings its own problems. Image Fight 2 uses exactly the same graphic set from Image Fight, but of course the screen isn't a Tate screen. So everything's very cramped. I do believe this game now is stupidly expensive, and I'll tell you right now, it is not worth that money because of the incredible difficulty spike. I mean, Image Fight on a good day, I can get to stage 5. This, I don't think I've done the first stage. Nice backgrounds though, that's a really, really cool background. Little ships in the background at war. Multi-directional pods across all 3 of them, that's useful. We might be getting a boss. Yeah, it's paused to load, so we're getting a boss. This is where it's going to go horribly wrong because I have no idea what this boss is going to do. It's like to spew 7,000 laser beams at me at the same time, just like that. See? Incredibly fast, borderline unfair, and now we're back to rock bottom. And I was going to say, I think the beginning of the stage, but we're not. We're just before the Rings of Saturn, so not quite that punishing. But still not good. We've lost our weapon now. Thank you very much. Here we go to the boss again. I do believe you can press 2 buttons at the same time to do a zingy attack like that, but I don't think it's going to help with this thing, is it? No. Fuck. Game over. Yeah. Save your money. Buy Image Fight on the PC Engine by all means. It'll be cheaper, and then buy something else with a change. So there was 3 PC Engine CD shooters. What should I cover next? Comment below.
Yeah, subscribe or naff off.